We are rolling. Hello.
Welcome to Wacko Radio.
Welcome to Wacko Radio. Tonight's a very special night for everyone and all of us in here because tonight we are dedicating the episode on just one person. Not a specific movie or, let's talk about some memory. No, this is about one man and one man only.
With a mission.
And speaking of men, we have an additional guest here tonight, which we will announce the guest and the iconic figure.
Oh, the suspense, guys.
The one, the man, and you'll see after this music. Wacko Radio, here we go. Alright, we're here.
With?
Well, special guest is...
Drum roll.
Drum roll. It is... Turner.
The turn. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Happy to be here.
Thank you, man. And now, since we're speaking about men, see, Cripes is agreeing.
A man among men.
A man among men, and that is the one, the only, the God himself, Mr. Keanu Charles Reeves.
Keanu.
Wherever it may be he's listening to this right now, we love you.
If you're out there, Keanu, we love you, man.
And you can come
Please come to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you can come to Wacko Radio anytime.
John Wick 3 could be filmed in Pittsburgh.
Easily.
In fact, actually, I want to say that the first one almost was here. The first John Wick.
I feel like you're kind of right about that.
I think so, man. I feel like someone was, it was rumored.
Yeah.
All those damn rumors, man. Clerks 3 was supposed to come.
Have you seen it?
John Wick 2?
Yeah.
I saw the first one.
The first one?
Yeah.
Well, the beginning of the second one is in there's a big car chase right in the middle of a industrial area, if you will.
Of course.
And so I'm like, why not?
Why not Pittsburgh?
Why not Pittsburgh?
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be a great action sequence. Every road is closed.
Mm-hmm.
Go. Every route sorry, there's construction.
Oh, man.
He has to be like, and found an alternate route. I don't think.
The Liberty Bridge is out again.
No, yeah, You have 5 minutes to save, the hostage, and every bridge is closed.
But
every side road is closed.
I'd say
I think it's perfect.
Let's close the town down, and then they could actually finally have an official N.K.R.D. Everyone out there, we have a day, we call it N.K.R.D, and that stands for Turner?
National Keanu Reeves Day.
Yes. N.K.R.D, man. It's happening. Actually, here's a fact, though. I found out that, where is this at here? I have a note. Someone apparently has a Keanu Reeves Day. Because you ever see the picture of him on the bench?
The sad Keanu.
The sad Keanu.
Yeah.
And then it became an ongoing, what was that, memes, I guess?
Yeah.
Cheer up Keanu. But someone has, here I have in my notes somewhere here. Oh, yeah, it's called Cheer Up Keanu Day. So.
What is that?
So C-U-K-D is out there.
Is that a national thing? Would that be like N.K.R.D?
It should be.
I think N.K.R.D is better, though.
Let's try
I
it.
agree.
I like Cheer Up Keanu Day, and I'm all down for cheering up that guy. But, no. N.K.R.D is where it's at.
So there was... How many John Wicks are there? 2.
There's 2.
Okay, so John Wick 3 films in Pittsburgh, and it's just called John Wick 3 Detour.
The bridge is out.
The bridge is out.
It's like, no, and it just shows the picture of the flag guy coming up, and it's like...
That'd be great,
Detour.
quote one-liner in the trailer. It's just
roads,
this bridge, he's like, no, it's closed.
This road's closed.
Bridge is closed.
Detour. Another detour, no.
He really needs to get back on a bus.
I know, man.
I feel like.
Well, they did make a Speed 2. I didn't see it, but I heard it's dog shit.
It's on a boat. It's on a cruise. Yeah, it's on a cruise ship.
Cruise control.
With William Dafoe.
Is he the bad guy?
He's the bad guy.
He's always the bad guy.
Yeah.
That poor actor.
Cut this out if that's wrong. Don't edit that in.
What? No, I think he is, because the good guy is Jason Patrick.
Yeah.
Is I guess, took Keanu's place, which...
Who can? I mean, you can't do that.
I know, I'm Jason... First thing I think about is Lost Boys. I'm a big Lost Boys fan. I know Jason Patrick's in that movie, but I don't think what else he's in.
Was he in Grey's Anatomy?
No, I think isn't that Patrick Dempsey?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was Mick.
He kind of looks like maybe Jason Patrick was in. I know who wasn't in Grey's Anatomy. The man.
Yeah.
What were you doing, Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah. What if it was like he was just like a doctor, like a cameo? Like we were bringing.
He was a. What was he? He was a doctor in what's it? Jack Nicholson movie.
Oh wait.
Was it? Or was it the Steve Martin movie?
No. No. I think it was As Good as It Gets. Maybe.
As Good as It Gets.
No, Keanu's not in that.
No. Yes, he is.
He's a doctor.
He ends up. Yeah. He ends up. He's like supposed to be like the young hunk, right?
What, and As Good as He Gets?
I think
As
so.
Good as He Gets? That's a good movie though. I like that As Good as It Gets.
It is good.
Helen Hunt, looking prime as hell. I like those Hunt sisters, man.
What?
There's sisters?
Bonnie Hunt, like the actor.
They're not
Yeah,
sisters.
they are. Bonnie Hunt and
I don't
Helen
think
Hunt.
so.
Yeah, they are. I swear to you.
Who's Bonnie? I don't even heard of Bonnie.
She was
Hunt.
in like Jumanji. And...
You would probably know if you saw her.
Oh, that's her sister?
I think.
Really?
You don't even know.
I know the
you
Jumanji gave it right to me, yeah.
Yeah, she was...
Jumanji. Jumanji was so good. And not to get off track, but...
That's okay. Who cares, man?
Well,
Keanu...
I'm writing John Wick
there.
3 right now in my head, so...
I don't think Keanu's in As Good as He Gets.
The road is closed.
The road is closed.
I'm writing it. I'm serious.
Write it up.
That'd be really good. I think that's our next project, you guys.
I know they are remaking Jumanji with
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson.
Is he?
What isn't The Rock in?
Seriously, is there no
It's
one
like,
else?
I think it's him and Kevin Hart again, and maybe another.
He's
couple
like,
other
alright, I'll
ensemble.
do it for another 70
Yeah.
films. Sure.
Yeah. Oh man.
I've got no problem with him, but like...
He's in everything.
Yeah, does he
He's gonna get. I feel like actors. This is why Keanu is great now, probably more than ever, because I feel like he's more spaced out. Like actors, like. And look, I love The Rock.
No, me too.
I mean, I've always been a fan. I mean, look, we have a little Rock. Well, he's on his back right
he's
now.
down.
We have a little Rock Christmas ornament over there. The Rock is down. But I feel like actors they're fucking overplayed. If they're in like every other movie that comes out, it's just like you're gonna get.
Yeah.
But Keanu spaces that shit out, like John Wick and John Wick 2. I mean, what else is he?
Recently?
Yeah.
I guess he had that... What was that called?
Knock,
The
knock.
horror one? Knock.
Knock Knock. Did you see that yet?
No, I was watching a clip from it today though, where they have him buried in like the dirt.
Oh yeah. You want to borrow? You can borrow it. You can borrow it if you want. No, Knock Knock wasn't bad. I mean, it was alright.
It wasn't, no, it wasn't bad. It's just like...
Did he direct that?
No, it was Eli Roth directed Knock Knock. Eli Roth, he did like...
Yeah. Wait, his wife's in that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which one is she one of the girls?
Yeah. So she had a three-way with Keanu.
Yeah.
Yeah!
That devil.
Well, do you think that's why Keanu took the role? He's like, a first three-way. Okay.
Oh, a three-way.
I mean, I guess so.
Okay.
Eli Roth.
Well, we're talking since... So what does Keanu have coming out, and then we'll go back to his beginning of his career and talk about his early...
I can't find the one he played the doctor.
I think it's a bunch of
No, I
bullshit.
think
A
he's
bunch
right.
of shenanigans.
I don't
telling
think it's as good as it gets though. I seen that. No, I'm pretty sure I would remember a Keanu cameo, a KC, if there was one in there.
We were talking about The Rock. Keanu's got 7 movies coming up.
Woo!
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Keanu.
In production right now, The Starling,
Okay.
Rally Car,
Boom.
Untitled Bill and Ted Project,
Oh yeah, that's right. No, that is something.
which
good to
I'm
talk
guessing will
about.
be titled Bill and Ted.
Right.
The Modern Ocean is in development.
Damn.
And then in 2017 coming out, he's got Replicas and Rain,
Ooh.
where he plays John Rain.
Oh, not John Wick.
Not to be confused with John Wick.
Oh no.
John Rain in this one.
Oh no, dude.
But can't you change it? And it's just called...
And it's just called. Okay, so what is it? So what is the stuntman? So John Wick 2, the director's a stuntman. You said.
Yeah, Chad. Let's see his name here. Chad Stahelski.
And so I saw The Matrix. Does that mean was he Keanu's double in that one?
Let's see. He was scrolling through here.
Scrolling with the homies.
Looks like
Clueless
yeah.
reference.
It was Something's Gotta Give.
Ah, yeah.
And he was.
Something's gotta give.
Who's in that movie?
Diane Keaton and Jack Nicholson.
Oh yeah.
So we were like, I knew it, so it was similar.
So what's called Something's Gotta Give,
Yes.
and As Good as It Gets. That might as well be the damn same movie.
Yeah.
But no, that's it. Yeah, that not to get off track about stuntmen, but it does seem like stuntmen do become like action directors.
Yeah,
so that makes sense.
Those coordinators end up being they do the big stunt scenes and then.
Because there'll be like almost like there'll be the stunt director, second unit director kind of, and.
Well, I mean, like going through this guy's list, he's got Hunger Games, the Wolverine, Man from Tai Chi, Expendables 2, the first Hunger Games. I
don't think Keanu. I guess Keanu doesn't really do his own stunts. I don't think.
I don't know. Have you ever seen that video of him shooting those targets?
Oh, I did see that. Preparing for John Wick too.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Don't you have the feeling that he's just like a superhero, like when he's not making a movie, like he just like goes out.
He's so mysterious.
I think there's something
going on there.
He might be one of the real life superheroes that walk among us. The good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like like a superhuman.
I'm getting it.
He seems like he's always trying to conceal, like, hey, I'm just like you. Like, are you?
I'm just a regular guy.
This is for you, Keanu. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
I poured on the mic for Keanu. Here, can you grab them?
I think we should start off every podcast with "We love Keanu," because you never know when he's going to be listening.
That's true. We'll keep doing it until we get that email.
This is not shameful plea to please come, Pittsburgh.
This is Keanu. No.
To invest in a billboard, like bring Keanu to Pittsburgh.
We should.
Hashtag bring us Keanu.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he lived here and no one even knew.
He's probably
here the whole time.
He's just down the street.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
I actually live in. There's a house in Brooklyn.
Well, there's that big ass house.
I know. You never see anybody going in or out. Ever.
Maybe it's Keanu.
Where does he live? Does he live in California?
I don't know, dude. But he's very
clouds.
He's very private though. That's why he's in the clouds. He's very private though. That's why you never really see him in the tabloids. And I don't know. He just seems like a good dude, even from the get go. In fact, let's backtrack.
He is something's.
Let's go. Yeah, something. I like the superhero theory. I think it's not bad.
Superhuman.
Superhuman.
Something's up with him.
Yeah. So I guess
what is he doing? Why is he not in the tabloids?
I guess he just keeps to himself. I mean, I don't know. I feel like what happens is I mean, I guess if you're like Justin Bieber or I don't know though, man, because once you start surrounding yourself by bodyguards, aren't you just calling yourself out more than if you just like kept to yourself and walked around? Because then people probably wouldn't think like, oh no, that wouldn't be him because he wouldn't be
It wouldn't be right here,
You know, but you get these people who like surround themselves, and then so you see a hound of security guys coming, like, oh, what celebrity is this?
Yeah.
Oh shit, get the cameras. You walk down the street with nothing. Even they say hat and sunglasses sometimes calls them out more. Right? Probably just walk around the street with nothing. Well, I guess clothes on, but like with like no hats or anything like that. And I bet you people would just not even think twice of it. And that's why you look at Keanu, who is famous for taking public transportation, which is another.
I probably rode the subway with him.
I know.
Pittsburgh subway.
You could blend.
You could have been the driver. Maybe that's a side job.
He drives for Uber. I feel like you could. Hey,
can you imagine?
Not working.
That's what they should do. They should have like a hidden camera and have like random celebrities be.
Well, they do know what late night show did that? That they was it fucking. They had someone be an Uber driver and like a celebrity.
I don't know.
It was for like a late night talk show bit or something, and then they pick someone up and be like, oh wait, oh shit, you know, and
I don't know.
That'd be a great. That should be a TV show though.
I remember there was like a show.
Undercover Uber driver.
Well, no, just get these celebrities and then just see people's reactions, or have celebrities undercover. Yeah, and then like, hey, your Uber driver was me, Keanu. Be like, what?
I remember there was some show. It wasn't on very long, but it was something like sort of like that, and they would have random celebrities, you know, work at like Walmart or in a pizza shop or something, and people would come in to get it, and they were like, just act like you are really bad at it. You have no idea what you're doing. See if they like recognize or like complain or anything. And I remember seeing like they had Heidi Klum work at a pizza shop.
Nice.
And so people were looking like, she looks like Heidi Klum.
But then you think like, why would Heidi Klum be here? Like,
working at
right, so you might think someone just really looks like her. Yeah, and then there was one with I think Jessica Simpson working at Target in customer service. And so she was like, wait, I don't know why this is, I click in the computer, and she's like, I'm sorry, hang on.
Someone just starts yelling at
And they
her.
were just like looking at her like the customers were like,
Want to return my underwear, bitch.
So I thought that was that's funny.
I love, that's another like viral video though is Keanu on the subway, like giving a seat up.
He's just in there.
What a man.
Right.
What a good guy, man.
But
that's the other thing. People probably like, fuck, that looks like Keanu Reeves, but why would he be? Why would
Neo ride the subway?
Neo ride the subway? Why would Jack?
Jack. Maybe he's just waiting for a bomb to be on the subway train. He's like, this is where they'll strike next, right? He's still
Speed through
fighting
subway.
that fight.
Pittsburgh, another Pittsburgh movie.
The T.
He could shoot them both at the same time, like just back to back,
So Keanu, one trip.
Yeah, two movies.
There we go.
Two birds, one Keanu.
Like
two Keanu's, one cut.
Like, hey, I'm gonna be late for work. We're all gonna be late for work.
It's the subway.
Keep going. This subway can't go over like 15 miles an hour.
I gotta stop here. It's the local train.
Yeah. All stops are local.
Well, I'll tell you though, we can't. We'll backtrack to beginning of his career, and you can't not talk about the Coke commercial. Man. The Coke commercial is maybe the best. So anyone who's listening out there, look up Keanu Reeves Coke commercial. It's classic, man.
It's like
it
must be 1980.
Yeah, it was like
late 80s,
really
early mid 80s.
Yeah.
When did let's see here. I'm gonna have this IMDb up to see when his first couple movies were. My dad. But goddamn,
I guess that was like a Canadian Coke commercial.
Yeah, because he is Canadian.
Yeah,
he's a Canadian actor. But he was actually, you know where he was born though? He was born in Beirut, Lebanon.
Was he?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And then I guess
was he like a military?
I don't know, but
like an army baby.
I don't know. I know it says he spent most of his growing up in Yorkville, Toronto, which I think his grandparents maybe lived. So that's why, hence Canadian. But yeah, Lebanon. That's
like Smallville.
Huh. There you go.
So that's kind of interesting. But his very first, it looks like he did a lot of TV stuff in the.
So we can all take it in.
Soak it in.
Look, it says Jessica Simpson. I just said Jessica Simpson.
That is kind of weird. Yeah, well, Liz Wacko showing a picture of shirtless Keanu on it. Was it Rolling Stones? What was that?
Yeah.
If only you could see this, listeners.
Only.
Yeah. Well, so let's see here. If his first, according to IMDb, his first TV show was something called Hangin' In. He played Teen Client. That's in 1984. So that Coke commercial, I imagine, would probably be somewhere around then.
84.
I would think. I mean, he could have easily done... Because, his first couple jobs, he then did a TV series called Night Heat, where he played Thug Number 1 / Mugger. And then a TV movie called Letting Go, which he was Stereo Teen Number 1. So these almost seem like they're more like featured extras type.
Wasn't Youngblood his first like major role? Was that the hockey movie?
Is that a hockey movie? I see that right now.
A skilled young hockey prospect hoping to attract the attention of professional scouts, Jesus, was pressured to show that he can fight and challenge during his stay in Canada. How about that?
We gotta see this. So I guess it seems like, according to this, that was probably one of his first bigger of roles.
Oh man, look at is that him?
What, the flying? Is that what you're looking at?
Swayze. No, that's not Patrick's. Oh, Rob Lowe was in that.
That looks like Swayze.
Doesn't that look like Swayze?
Yeah, Patrick Swayze, Cynthia Gibbs, and
Holy
Rob Lowe.
Shit. Now that's a picture.
Yeah.
Is that Rob Lowe?
Do you think those abs are real?
I don't know.
Those look pretty fake.
That almost looks like
another shirtless man picture. This time Rob Lowe.
Airbrushing's come a long way.
It really has.
It's no Keanu Reeves, but
yeah, you know what? Keanu did a lot of movies because Bill and Ted was 89, but about 4 or 5 years, he looked like he's pretty consistent working, man. He's even on some covers, like this movie called. This is called Flying, but the poster is called Teenage Dream. He is first billing. River's Edge, did you ever see that movie? River's Edge.
River's Edge.
It's a pretty popular cult movie. Babes in Toyland. Actually, I have seen that. Ever seen Babes in Toyland?
Yeah.
Which is another TV movie. So a lot of TV movies it seems like he was doing.
What's River's Edge? Is it like a horror movie?
It's like a drama, but I think there's a bunch of stars in
A
it.
dream.
So yeah, it looks like he was really working with a lot of pretty A-list. Oh, he did a movie in 1988 called The Prince of Pennsylvania.
Oh.
Could have, should have been in Pittsburgh, damn it.
Prince of Pittsburgh.
Prince of
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Yeah, that'd be
Two.
good. Yeah. But I would think that, I mean, Bill and Ted, which probably is, do you think Bill and Ted is his like, best role? Like, he was almost made for it, because it is like the surfer, stoner type of character that he kind of, not like he always plays, but he has that unique surfer voice that, like...
Yeah.
Probably the one most, like, curated for him, I would say.
Because I don't think, because look, like, I love Keanu, but he is one of those actors that sometimes, you know, as many
when
hits...
he gets out of his comfort
as many
zone.
hits, there's some misses.
Well, yeah.
You know, like any actor, I suppose. But Bill and Ted, it was, like, perfect for it. Like, I would never think, like, oh, the acting's bad in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's like, he's perfect in that movie. And it's a great movie. It's a cool cult movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't realize that he did so much for probably 5+ years before he got Bill and Ted.
I think recently he's really come back to, like, his... He's like an action star. He's a good action star. He's good
an
at
action star.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see.
And it seems like he's, like, kind of getting back to that.
Yeah, I guess Point Break, which was 1991.
Really set him on that.
Johnny Utah!
Utah!
I'm an FBI agent!
Give me 2! I am an FBI agent!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we could dedicate an entire podcast to just quotes. Just throw quotes back and forth. But no, I think Point Break, which was 1991, was probably his first... I wonder if that was his first, like, action movie.
That was the big one.
I think so.
That
And that was
seems
a big movie.
Because then, like, after that, you have...
Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, which is...
Speed was in 94. I mean...
Speed...
Your Matrixes came at the end.
Yeah. But we can't go past... Since we're going through his resume, we can't pass up. I know we're going to do its own... podcast on this, but we can't not talk about 1992's Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh,
no.
Oh, Keanu. Good old Keanu. But like I said, audience, we were actually going to have a specific episode just on that movie.
Oh, really?
But,
Just for Brahim?
Yeah, man, because there's just so much. There's just...
Yeah. There's a lot to unpack there.
There's a lot, man.
Yeah.
But... I support him, man. I mean, I don't know. His British accent's a little bit rough, maybe, or his
He was
English
a babe.
accent.
He was just a babe then.
He was just a good, man.
Yeah.
He was the man of the hour,
Yeah.
man. But Speed is though. I mean, Speed is just like
It's perfect.
that's just like the perfect like '90s action movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's a good one because there's some corny '90s action movies. I mean, I love them, but there's so many ones out
Yeah.
there.
Great turn by Dennis Hopper.
Dennis
R.I.P.
Hopper, man. R.I.P. to Dennis.
It's Jeff Daniels in that, right?
Yeah.
I'm not
Jeff
thinking.
Daniels.
His name's Harry.
Harry. I always get him. This is so weird. I get him and the one brother from Full House mixed up.
Dude, look. Well, Uncle
What's his
Joey.
Uncle
Joey
Joey?
Gladstone?
What's his? Is
Jeff Daniels?
Yeah.
Are they
I
brothers?
I remember me and my friend having this argument like in his basement when I was in like middle school, and I was like, "No, that's totally the guy from Speed. That's the same guy, right?"
Dave Coulier.
It's Dave Coulier, yeah.
Jesus,
And him
that's
just
hilarious.
laughing at me because
They do,
I
you know,
thought
that's-
Dave Coulier and Jeff Daniels were the
They
same.
do though. They do look.
Right?
Yeah,
I can
man.
see it.
Alright.
Yeah, I can see it.
Maybe I'm
That
not
is
crazy.
interesting though because we're big Dumb and Dumber fans, which will probably be a podcast as well. And Jeff Daniels' name is Harry, and then he's Harry in Speed, and it's kind of like it was again.
Oh,
can't take it
that's right. I
serious.
never even put that together.
Which actually, Dumb and Dumber is I think 94, 95 anyway,
Yeah.
so it's right around that time.
It's funny, like your two movies back to back, you're playing a character named Harry. You know?
Oh, so who am I playing in this? Harry?
Harry again?
Harry. I love their entrance in Speed. It's just like this huge car.
Oh
Or
man,
not a huge car, but like this huge jump.
I know, man.
And it's like slow motion, and they just like they make this huge entrance like they're like assholes. And they open the door like, we're here. Like, what?
And the car goes like 30 feet in the air, like. Crash.
Does he ask where? Does someone ask like where's? That's
Like a little bit later on.
Yeah.
where's
I
Jack?
know, but of course, at the beginning of the movie, Keanu Reeves is all cocky. He's like chewing his gum. Like,
Yeah, he's like the hot,
extreme.
like
He's
cocky rookie.
So what we got here, boss? All right, elevator. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we can do this.
He
Harry.
chews his gum for like the first 45 minutes. You know. So I don't know. It's like apparently a really cocky trait. This guy knows.
That was his character flaw.
But Speed is a good one. Speed is one that I probably could watch a bunch.
Yeah,
and
I never get sick of it.
Maybe it gets a little lengthy. I mean, like, I guess do they have to speed up the subway at the end? Because the end, like, they're off the bus, everything's good, and then Sandra Bullock, which I love Sandy. She goes by Sandy apparently.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Feel free to come to Pittsburgh as well.
Yeah, you too.
Come Sandy. Sandy. But then she gets kidnapped, and then like the subway breaks down, and she's just like, "You can't stop." No, but we have to speed up.
Yeah.
Just jump the tracks. It's like, did you just jump a bridge? I don't know.
It's like, yeah, at that point, would you like, all right, I'm over this. Don't kill me.
No more speeding. Slow us down.
I'm too tired to be
I-
worried.
I-
Well, that's what she got a ticket for. He asked her that in the movie, and she's
Oh yeah, that was like the.
what for? Speeding.
And he's like, and he smiles.
That's when someone needs to look at the camera.
Man,
Look at
but
it.
Ma'am. She's like, Annie. Excuse me? My name's Annie. Okay.
I like that goes immediately sexual tension, you know.
What's the end quote in Speed when she?
And then they're like making out and the things like sliding 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, do you have that
Oh, I
quote written
do.
down?
I have to warn you. I've heard relationships based on intense experiences never work. And then she says, then we'll just have to keep it sexual.
Yeah.
And then
Sandy Bullock with the win.
he responds with, okay.
Class.
Really?
I think he might say something else. In my mind, he says, okay.
Yeah.
He puts like a piece of gum in his mouth.
Yeah, he starts it, he ends it the way he started, chewing gum.
Oh, God bless Speed.
He is pretty buff in that movie, though.
He buzz cut. He's buzz cut
Yeah.
in that one.
He is a buzz cut, but I say he's pretty buff.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Please, I'm not gonna get
I thought you
past
said he's
his.
pretty buzzed.
He's pretty buzzed too. Speed is a great one. I mean, you can't, and it's because it's like the right amount of like cheese.
Mm-hmm.
What does that
You know what I
keep
mean?
it sexual?
This is a good movie.
It is. Actually, here's another fun fact. Do you know he plays bass?
I didn't.
Keanu.
Doesn't
and
he have a band?
He was in a couple bands. He was in a band. Maybe he still is. The first one's called Dog Star,
Oh, I remember. I heard.
which I'm down with that, and the other one's called Becky. Becky. All right, cool.
Becky is...
I always think about that, like celebrities in bands, because like I know like Steve Martin has that banjo band,
It's like a folk band, right?
like a folk band,
Yeah.
but I don't know if he. It's weird, or the thing about like Keanu, like okay, you have a band, and you would just I guess assume because Keanu is such a star, like oh he'll be the headliner, he'll be the singer, he'll be the front man, but no, it's like. You got a singer this, and then Keanu's just in the background, just rocking with the bass, and it's just interesting because isn't that kind of interesting?
Do you think, like, if you're, like, a band, and you go to, like, just a show at, like, some bar or something, and you go and you're, like, you're sitting there, you're watching, and you're like, is that Keanu Reeves playing bass?
Yeah.
On stage.
On stage?
Like, not
For a
headline
band
or
called
anything.
Becky?
It's not like it's, like, Becky with Keanu Reeves. It's
Yeah.
just-
Well, yeah, but
Right.
that's what I'm saying. It's not like Keanu in the game
Yeah.
or anything
Like
like
Keanu
that.
and the Reeves.
And the bullet.
Yeah.
And the Reevesers.
Keanu in the Mans. Which which doesn't surprise me because he seems like
He doesn't like
such
the
a
limelight.
humble guy that
You just might really enjoy it. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, he can. He has the money to be like, I want to do this.
that's
For
why
a
actually he
while.
has a quote. I didn't write it down, but I'm trying to remember. He's saying something along the lines of like he's like money's the last thing on my mind. He's like I have enough money now that I could live for like centuries. Like I don't the way he
Yeah.
lives though. Because
Yeah.
he's like he has like a normal car. He has like a little apartment. He's just like if I had all this room, he's like I don't know what I would do with it. Which comes back to I don't know if it's the psychology of it, but it's like yeah, you get these celebrities that buy these. Like, what do you need like a huge ass fucking mansion for? Like, you're not
cars.
that's
like
gonna have rooms that you probably don't even know it exists. It's like, what's the point of
It's
that?
like, don't you feel like...
The, like, Cribs, like, generation.
Yeah,
Where you're, like,
man,
you're
like-
supposed to have those things if you become
Yeah,
famous.
Cribs probably did start that trend.
Yeah.
People probably thought, oh, I gotta
to show
beat
off.
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need
I
like,
never
one more
understand
Hummer
it.
or something.
And it's
Yeah.
just like, And in retrospect, as you know the business as well, Turner, and Liz, like
I know the business.
He
Let me tell
knows
you.
the
Business
business. He
man.
is the business.
The business.
Mm.
What's his nickname?
Mr.
Turner, the business.
Yeah.
Andritz.
Just call me the business.
Just call me the biz. I lost train of thought again. I apologize.
You said in this business, talking about houses.
Oh yeah, in this business, like, I don't know, like yeah, you can be super famous one day making all this money, but then something can go wrong, and boom, it's done.
Yeah,
so
down on the
like,
curb.
I would be like super cautious about that.
Yeah.
Like, let's make sure we have like a money in the bank, man. Like, I don't want to spend $500 million on a house that I don't know.
Do you really need?
It's like, do
Yeah.
you really need it, or are you just doing it for some egotistical reason? I don't know.
Do you think that's because of all the stuff that's happened to him? He's a pretty tumultuous.
I know. Yeah, I saw.
I
I
think
guess
so.
we could
You
talk
think
about that a little
I
bit.
feel like that's. I don't
He
know.
knows
maybe
that
part of
like
it.
there are certain things like. I think maybe he just knows really what matters. I mean, there are people who were born and their families always had money. They've always had money. Then they make their own money. So, and they have like a pretty
Stuff that puts life in perspective.
Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah.
for him, it's like he knows you're not in a protective bubble.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I have all this money, but is that bringing back, taking away any of these tragedies? No.
He gives a lot of money to charities.
Yeah, what do you give, like, I don't know,
Half of
half
his
of it, or like 60% of it from the Matrix?
I know, like the
to,
Matrix. I guess he gave like
to
I
some
think he
hospital,
made.
to-
At least this was rumored. Well, actually, interesting enough, it was rumored that he gave, like throughout all three Matrixes, he made like, let's say it was like 120 million.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a rumor that he gave 80 million of that to the special effects guys.
Oh, really?
It was a rumor, an urban legend, as they say. I
Just
wouldn't
because
be
he
surprised.
he thought they deserved it.
Or maybe that, and maybe he put it in so they could have better special. I don't know. It was a rumor, but I was told that he does give like probably more than 25% of his paychecks to charities.
Because he made a big donation to like I don't know if it was like a hospital specifically, but it was
A lot
like
of children's
leukemia
stuff.
treatment or something.
Well, his sister had
that's what his
leukemia.
sister had.
Yeah.
and passed away, and he did. You know what? I guess we could take a moment to talk about some serious stuff, because even his childhood is very like, I guess his mother like flew through husbands. Like his real dad, I think left when he was
His dad left,
like
right?
6.
When he was young. Mm-hmm.
And it seemed like every couple years it was a new husband, and then he just was always moving everywhere. He said in the span of 5 years he went through 4 different high schools, one of which he got expelled.
Yeah. Well, he had
Did you hear about that? How he got expelled for just running his mouth, probably being cool and shit.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I would. Hey, man, and he didn't graduate high school. He didn't.
Yeah, he dropped out,
He
right?
dropped out. And actually, another reason maybe why he is humble and cool, because I heard that early on, like when he was a teenager, because I think his mother was a costume.
I picture
Yeah.
this.
He had some.
I picture this
His
as
mom
like
was-
young Keanu with like the same head of hair.
Probably he looks
This,
damn
like,
same
yeah.
too. But I think he did production assistant work when he was a teenager. And anytime I hear that about actors like Mark Ruffalo,
Mm-hmm.
the guy who
he did
plays
production
Hulk,
assistant?
yeah, he started. He did PA stuff. And,
Really?
Did you work on Foxcatcher?
No,
They
I
shot
heard
him-
he's super cool though.
Yeah, man. I only interacted briefly with Mark Ruffalo on this film Foxcatcher that they filmed in Pittsburgh a handful of years ago. And what I noticed, I mean, he seemed really cool. And that was another guy. He said he would, maybe not. Yeah, probably charities. Give money to charities, and he
seems like
he was
like
buying stuff for the crew.
He seems like a similar like cut of guy. Like
Yeah, just
really
like a
isn't
humble-
isn't into like being super famous or like
Yeah,
considering
man,
He
like-
himself
probably
to be
just
super
sees the
famous.
fakeness of it.
Yeah.
You know?
It is, yeah, and then that's why Keanu. Not only is he a hunk and a god, he's brilliant, man. Because he probably he sees past all that bullshit. But yeah, he did. Yeah, so he had kind of a weird
I didn't
childhood traveling around. And in fact, his grandmother was Chinese and Hawaiian,
Really?
which I could see because he kind of looks like he could be like
I see that a little
sort
bit.
of Chinese.
Yeah.
But he has like just a mix of like certain traits that it's
Mm.
kind of hard to distinguish. You know, what all, nationalities.
Yeah, he definitely seems like a diverse background.
Boom. Yeah. So Hawaiian. And China. Okay. So here's another thing. Here's another fact. And I actually made a weird squiggly smiley face I guess there was a point. It wasn't on Broadway, but he played Hamlet in an on stage play of Hamlet.
Oh, really?
Can you imagine?
He used to do like theater, I know, he said,
Yeah.
in Toronto. No.
Oh, can you imagine? I can't think of a Hamlet quote, but goddamn, man.
To be or not to be.
Is that it? To be or not to be? That is the question. Okay. Oh man, I can't imagine.
It must not have been too bad, because they put him in Bram Stoker's.
Yeah.
That old English style of writing.
I don't even know. Oh, you know what? Actually, Turnberg, you're talking about hockey. He was a goalie. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, he said. In fact, for a while he wanted to go pro.
Canadians.
He wanted to play for Canada, be a hockey player, be a sports hero, but then he had some injury and just like how high percent of people who have that goal and then get an injury and you're out.
And then after that is that when he
something
kind of
else.
got into.
I guess he's
That
maybe
would
just
make sense.
focused his career on acting. So yeah, if
Thank
he wasn't
God
that
for
hot,
that injury.
if he wasn't that hot,
Right?
yeah,
We may
yeah.
never have Keanu.
I always think that, man. Or what if he never?
He'd have a
what if
Stanley
he
Cup,
never?
Yeah.
Yes, true. Maybe if he never moved from Lebanon, Beirut, Lebanon, would there even be a Keanu?
Yeah.
Just saying.
What would we have? Who would be in the Who would you
be
put in the Matrix
fucking,
movies?
It'll probably be fucking Ben Affleck or some
Yeah.
shit.
You ever see that? It was supposed to be like Will Smith. They offered it to.
The Matrix.
Yeah.
I could
He
see,
like
I
turned
could,
it.
I could
He
see
turned
that.
it down for Wild Wild West.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, the one with Kevin.
Ooh. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say. I watched Wild Wild West not terribly long ago. It was probably years and years ago, but it was watchable.
It's not bad. I
know,
remember I saw it in theaters.
I think I saw it in
That
theaters
was
too.
probably a
I never
mistake,
saw it.
but
You never saw it? No, it's it is what it is. It's like your typical.
it's alright.
But really, you're gonna turn down the Matrix for Wild Wild West.
Well, who would?
But maybe
I
it's the
mean,
pay-
you don't
you know,
always know.
Yeah.
It could have been the paycheck too. I'm sure Will Smith made a bunch of money on Wild Wild
Yeah.
West.
And sometimes things look weird on paper, and sometimes they look really good on paper. And
Yeah.
then it's so you never
But
know.
good thing he did because Keanu was a good
he is the
Neo.
one.
Which I really don't remember. I don't really think the sequels were even really good to begin with. I know the third one, at least what I remember and what I was told, it kind of really fell off the grid.
I don't mind the sequels
not-
as much
they're
as
not bad?
No, I don't know.
I just gotta
The
watch
first,
it.
I mean, like the first one is by far
First
the
one's
best
solid.
one. It's so
a
good.
Smart, clever, weird movie.
It's
Trippy movie.
I like to think it's underrated. Like you put
The
a
Matrix or
yeah,
the sequels?
like sci-fi movies. I think it's in my top 5.
Of The Matrix? Of
Yeah.
science fiction movies? I could get down with that, dude. I just need to rewatch it. I mean, it's been years. I think I caught some of it on television maybe like within the year or so, but sit down, watch it start from finish. Oh, follow the White Rabbit, like all that good stuff.
So good.
Yeah.
They're in the office and he's like crawling around, like rolling, like you gotta go down this crane and you can't do it. And man, The Matrix.
It like plays to his strengths. Because he's like kind of, in the first one at least, he's like sort of, like he doesn't really know what's going on most of the time.
Yeah.
And that seems to be what he's good at doing.
Spacey.
Yeah, he's
like, what?
what is that? Huh?
But that, what a wild movie.
I'm gonna have to watch that again.
Yeah,
because
yeah. And think about how many comedies spoof like people dodging bullets.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Like that dodging bullet thing was so milked. I mean, every comedy that came out within that those couple years had the slow motion bullet thing. Like I can name like 10 probably right now if we really wanted to.
The first Scary Movie had
Scary
it. Didn't
Movie
Mm-hmm.
did it. Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo did it. Without a Paddle, which we sort of recently watched. That one.
Oh, I like Without a Paddle.
It wasn't bad. They did that and that.
With what's
Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard,
Dax Shepard, and Seth Green.
Seth Green, what is he doing these days?
I don't know. He seems like a little fucker.
Does he?
I don't know. Maybe. I heard like he was.
I hope you're not listening to this.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Look, I like.
Brad's the
Come
one
to
that's-
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Come to Pittsburgh, Seth Green. I like you. I like your body of work, but I don't know. I never met him. That's the other thing, man. Like, and Turner's been on a lot of movie sets too, and I always hear these stories and rumors about actors, but it's just like, can you really like judge that person specifically if it didn't happen to you, because rumors like
Yeah.
trickle down and like facts start changing and like what could have started with like, oh, he shut the door in my face or he didn't hold the door for me, trickle down to, oh, he slammed the door right in my, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. It's I never really know when you hear actors that are.
Yeah, no, I think that's totally true. 'Cause for example, like I didn't work the last Witch Hunter, that Vin Diesel movie, which like that's but so like so you talk to one person and they would say, oh, he was an asshole, he was lazy, he never showed up on time, blah 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 blah. But then like you talk to like the costumer. And she's like, oh my god, he was super nice to me. He gave me like he gave me a bonus out of his own paycheck, out of his own wallet, like at the end of the show. He was completely the nicest guy he could have been. He invited me to go out and drink with them after, rap and stuff. And so it's like,
who was
Allison?
Allison?
Did you ever meet her?
I don't know. But I guess we gotta avoid last names of
yeah.
these people. But Allison, I don't know if I'm not
Sally.
sure. Allison.
Let's call her Allison Doe.
Yeah. Everyone's dough.
I heard Vin Diesel was kind of rough. And I heard just like bullshit stuff like, not showing up hours late and you're just like fucking over crews, man. That's just unnecessary.
Well, like it sounds like he was probably the latter or the previous, not the latter. But like you said, it's like all perspective. It's like how
man.
Where you catch someone, when you catch someone.
Like I had the opportunity to work with, I don't know if Tony Scott ever worked with Keanu Reeves, but this great director who's not, rest in peace to him as well, Scott, his brother Ridley Scott, who's does all the aliens and stuff. But I worked in this movie Unstoppable. That was probably I don't know how many years ago. And before this job started, we had people were showing us pictures of Tony Scott and saying, don't talk to him, don't do this, he's rough. And he seemed like the coolest dude. I mean, he partied. I mean, he seemed like a cool-ass dude. So there you go. That's just another example of like, I don't know. You gotta just judge it for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, if someone can catch you on a bad day, and if they've never met you before, be like, wow, they're an asshole. And you can be like, no, I just got bad news. I had a bad day at work. Yeah. And then
they're at work, too. That's the other thing. These actors are at work.
It is work.
Yeah.
Like, you might be cranky. Like, I don't feel like working today. Yeah, you're acting, making decent money, but it's like anything else. Like, some days, all of us, like, I don't feel like going to work today, man. And
I think it's unrealistic to expect them to be, like, super nice and kind all the time. Like, who's like that in any job?
I tell you who's like that, probably.
You.
No.
Oh.
Keanu.
Yeah. Right, besides Brad. Keanu Reeves.
I know Kung Fu. I can't do it. I was trying to dive in with that.
I know Kung Fu.
Oh, you know what? Here's some good. Here's some more Keanu Reeves facts. He had a few legal situations, not in a negative way.
Oh yeah.
He had 2 stalkers in 1 week. One is he said he woke up at 3 a.m. and heard like rustling around. Whoa, he walked into his library. He said he has a library, and there's just a girl in there, looking at his stuff, and said, "Oh hi, I just wanted to meet you." Blah blah blah. And I guess according to this, he like calmly just talked to her.
Like that would be him to be like super nice to like his stalker.
He might
get you some juice. But no, I guess he contacted the authorities. He just calmly talked to her. The cops came, arrested her. That's it. 3 days later, I guess he had a cleaning crew in his house. I guess they left a gate unlocked, and there was another woman broke into his house, took a shower in a shower, and then started swimming naked in his pool. And the cleaning people said, there's this nude woman swimming around. He's probably like, who the fuck? And then called the cops. Cops came, but 3 days after one, it's like that's a hell of a week right there.
See, like most men would kill for that.
I know.
Really.
I want to come home with a naked woman in my.
It's just like.
Except for you, honey. You could.
Yeah.
That's Keanu.
But if I was Keanu, it would slide. All right, let's be honest.
You can't get mad at Keanu.
Me to jump in this pool naked, I'm doing it.
That's true. But no, so that, can you imagine that? Yeah, pool.
But wait,
2 in 1 week.
But so he does have a decent house if he has cleaning people.
Yeah, but it's probably not like Kanye West's house and shit. You know, I'm sure it's like.
I mean, because I'm saying it has to be kind of.
But if you're not, you know, if
he
you're
has a pool,
he's got a library. I mean,
he's got a library.
Maybe he is an asshole.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying.
Let's take it back.
He's
a
not
rich bastard.
I don't think he's living in an apartment.
N.K.R.D would be not Keanu Reeves.
Because he having a pool and people to clean, which doesn't mean you can't still have like a pretty normal size house and have cleaning people. Like,
well, yeah, I mean, but figure. I mean, if he's on a job
but
working 6 days a week, like. You know, why not have some?
But
I would have a cleaning person if we could afford it. Why not, man? Fuck it.
Maybe it's probably just his one house or whatever.
I mean, he's probably I know that. I'm just saying, like, and he has a pool, so I don't think it's like an above ground pool.
Like a blow up kiddie pool.
I don't think it's like who's swimming
in my pool.
Yeah, like I think it's a pretty decent in ground pool.
I'm sure he's all right.
I'm sure he's doing good.
Yeah. He's not like. He's not living out of a cardboard box or
anything.
Right. He's a millionaire.
Yeah, you're like, he's so humble, he lives in like a 1-bedroom apartment, you know, like he lives in a slum. Like, no. He's like, it's okay, my water doesn't work. It's okay.
I know.
Yeah, he's got like roommates.
He's
like I need help on this rent.
Yeah. Keanu's the landlord.
You haven't paid your rent in months.
That's Keanu's my landlord.
What is this Johnny Mnemonic?
Mnemonic?
What is that? I remember always seeing that cover. What is that movie?
It looks like that, like, I'm trying to think of that Christian Bale movie.
What, fucking The Purge? Not The Purge, the Magician one? What's that called? Not The Purge. It starts with a P, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. Damn it.
Wait.
The Prestige.
The Prestige.
Worldwide.
Nice. That's a good one. Is that what that movie is? That what you're talking about?
More like that. What is that Christian Bale movie called?
Batman.
It has like it's a one-word title. Oh my God, Dolph Lundgren's in that. That Johnny Mnemonic.
I always saw that cover. Anyone out there, if you're listening and you're gonna comment, let us know how that movie is. We should check it out. The Devil's Advocate. Didn't that win?
It's Al Pacino.
Ow. And Charlize Theron.
Is she in that?
Yeah.
In
she's his wife in the movie, right?
In Devil's Advocate?
Yeah, you know that movie.
Oh, so because
it's a good movie. I haven't seen it in a while, but I think Keanu shows his butt.
Damn.
I think.
I'm down with that.
Him and her are in another movie together, aren't they? Something about November? Sweet November.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay.
I remember a walk in the clouds. I mean,
that's why I want to watch Sweet November. I think it's like a romantic comedy.
It is.
He did do.
She's like, I think she has like a terminal disease or something.
Oh.
Because I could read the synopsis.
Jesus, man, we're trying to have a good time here, man.
Story centers are Jesus. This is long. A woman whose fates are intertwined and will change forever. Nelson's an avid advertiser. That's a little alliteration for you.
Whoa.
Living in San Francisco. One day during a driving test, he meets Sarah, a beautiful but seemingly eccentric woman, but she is falsely accused of cheating and ends up failing the test.
No.
Oh my God.
Chases him down and shows up at his place. She promises to leave him alone only if he gives her a ride. Later that night, she asks him to live with her throughout November on the promise that his life will change for the better.
I like it.
He turns her down, saying that he has a girlfriend.
Oh.
On his first day of November, after being fired and dumped on the very same day. Wow.
Whoa.
Nelson decides to give it a try, and then somehow agrees to spend the whole month with Sarah, and finds himself in a desperate love affair that will remember for the rest of his life. So maybe she's not as a terminal. Maybe she doesn't have a terminal disease.
Maybe not.
That was the description from that. It was told you the whole movie.
Yeah.
What about did you ever see The Replacements?
Oh yeah.
Football. That was a good one.
That
was a good one. What I remember.
It's got a good cast.
Oh yeah. And then this was in 2000, and he did The Watcher, which I do want to see. That's when he plays the killer when he strangles people. I know we talked about that at some point.
I don't think I've seen.
Did you ever see that one, Liz?
No.
Yeah, he's like the killer. He's like the bad guy who, I guess, gets people and strangles them with a piano wire or something like that, or some sort of string. Hardball.
Oh, Hardball.
The baseball
one.
Coach. I'm gonna see that one.
What is that? The Biggie Smalls song? Spending my money. Hey.
Which one is it?
God, how's that song go?
Well,
So I'm
you
not
know.
a rap person.
You know your hip hop and rap. You do.
It's the guy, like one kid like listens to it, the pitcher, and like that he pitches like with his earphone, like his back then
That's what-
earphones. You had like your CD player, you had the
His
CD
boombox.
player, and then like, you had like the little clunky headphones. But it was like a Biggie Smalls song, and that's like what got him in the zone.
What about did you see Constantine?
Yeah, I've seen it before.
That was pretty. I saw that in theaters. That was
alright.
2005.
I want to see that. I have not
It's
seen
not
it.
bad. I like having not known
Shia LaBeouf's in that movie.
anything about the
comics. Yeah, me neither.
I was alright.
But he did good in that. He's like a demon hunter. I mean,
Mm-hmm. Constantine.
Oh, so that's okay. So that's
Basically.
what he is.
yeah, it's like he's like half dead, or I don't know. Or
He's
he can
like
contact
died.
the devil,
He's
or
like died before,
something like
but
that.
like
that
hell
Constantine?
like spit him back out or
It was
something.
something like that.
And he like hunts demons now.
Badass.
It's a Marvel. I think it's a Marvel.
Is
one.
it?
Yeah.
Well, was it a comic or was it a graphic novel?
I think it was a comic.
Shit. I remember that one. Again, it's been a while, but Constantine wasn't bad. But he really did. I guess Speed, or maybe Point Break, is what really made him like the action star.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think before that he did so many seemed like he did so many comedies. That's what he needed. We need to get him in in a solid comedy. Like, what was the last comedy he did? He's been doing so many
I don't know.
action.
Bill and Ted, right? I guess.
Well, maybe, dude. I mean, fuck, maybe. Oh, he's in Keanu. That cat.
Is he
movie.
really? He's
but
in that?
he plays Keanu, but the voice.
He's the voice, yeah, of
Is
the
the voice
cat.
the cat.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh,
that's
pretty
funny.
Did you saw it?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's a pretty good, yeah.
This guy. Well, now Jordan Peele is.
He's a director.
You seen that one yet?
No,
Oh man,
I-
Get Out. For the record, Get Out.
Don't
is-
yell at me,
is
internet.
Awesome. Well, no, I don't think. I'm not sure it's out yet. That's right. You know what? He was good. You know what? Did you see Neon Demon?
I haven't.
Keanu's in that, and he's good.
Yeah.
He's like he plays Hank.
I'm Hank.
Hank, but he's like
He's either like,
the-
he's John, he's Jack, he's Hank.
then he's John again.
Yeah, John. I got 4 names.
I got it. Yeah, I really.
He's the everyman.
Oh wait, this Rain is a TV series.
Oh, it is? John Rain.
John Rain TV miniseries. At least it's announced. At least. Yeah, John Wick 2. I definitely want to. Is it as good as the first one, or better than the first one? Or
I like the first one better.
Is it That's another one. You know,
But
I need to rewatch
it's
John
good.
Wick, but I remember being good. And yeah, you know what, Neon Demon, he was good in. I mean, he was not a huge part.
He's kind of like had a comeback. I feel
Seems like
a
it.
little bit.
Yeah.
like
He had like his Matrix movies, and then the last one was like
His
what,
money.
probably like mid 2000s.
what, The
The
Matrix?
third one, yeah.
Third one was
Wait, what was the third one called?
Revolution.
Oh.
2003.
2003. It's not even. New.
Okay, so it's the
Was that
Matrix. The
15,
Matrix
was that
Reloaded.
15 years
Yeah.
ago? 15 years ago was the third one?
Wow.
Jesus, Murphy.
And then he kind of like, boom, like went away for a little
Yeah,
bit.
he did some weird stuff like The Day the Earth Stood Still, which is probably a
Oh,
bunch
yeah.
of bullshit. The Lake House.
Have you even seen the day that Earth sits? I remember
Uh-uh.
seeing that in theaters. I don't know why.
Oh, really? Is it good? I mean, it's probably.
It's alright.
What about the movie? You know, but what about the movie he directed, The Man of Tai Chi?
I haven't seen
Was
that.
it- was-
I heard it wasn't very good, but
Fuck. I know, man.
I'd like to watch it though.
he seems to be really into that.
Mm-hmm.
It
Like,
seems
into
like.
that.
Well, he said I heard in an interview. He was on like one of the late night shows. He
probably-
said The Matrix was his favorite series, like his favorite movie. Yeah, that he did.
Mm-hmm.
And but my lord, I mean, how many did he do? Or 90? He's credited as 90 credits, which is not including the commercials.
This like since he's probably been working for what now 30 years.
If his first film was 84, 30 would be 2014, right?
So yeah.
So 33 years.
Wow.
It's pretty fucking good. And he's 52. So yeah, he was a teenager for sure, man. But oh man, that Coke commercial is just too good. the what is it? Is it it's not Cheerios, it's Wheaties?
Cornflakes.
Cornflakes. Is that the one with the rooster? Is it a rooster?
Yeah, that's another one. So YouTubers out there, YouTube Keanu Reeves Coke commercial and then Keanu Reeves cornflakes
yeah.
commercial. I mean, Coke takes the cake
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Coke's the
I
best.
mean, Coke is just too fucking good. But, you know, it's just nice seeing a young Keanu dance around and his hair blowing in the wind and...
My dad.
My dad.
He had the hair. It's still there somehow.
It is still there. So I
He
don't know.
must be like a superhero or something.
I think so, man. So Keanu, again, if you're listening, man, just tell us, message us, private message, and just tell us what you're doing, man.
A podcast.
And then come on board. We'll call you.
Very special guest.
We'll put you on speakerphone. Can you imagine? Here's our special guest, and he's like, "Hey guys," on speakerphone, and be like, "Jesus,
What's up?
We would just all be like,
hey man, dreams can come true."
remember the Matrix?
Yeah, good for him, but it does seem like it is kind of like a comeback. But yeah, definitely check out that Neon Demon. It's especially as like a fellow film
It's
person.
the Drive guy, right? Winding Griffin.
I think it is.
Is it?
It's
Yeah,
just
I
a
think
trip.
it is.
It's a weird. But Keanu's good in it. I remember watching him being like, he did a good job. Like Knock Knock. I mean, I don't know.
When did he think he got this like reputation as like a bad actor? Do you think it was like after the Matrix movies, and then he kind of like
I mean, it was
couldn't really
probably, like,
find that
always.
next
Maybe.
thing?
Because like he did do that good too. Because like you said, it's like he does good at being spaced out, kind of.
Yeah.
Like not confused, but like what's going on.
Yeah.
It seems like he really has it grounded down now, though.
Like what his thing is.
Because he reminds me of like a Nicolas Cage, like really just hit or miss. But I feel like Nicolas Cage is just really missing.
I was
now.
gonna say that.
Like what was the last good Nicolas Cage movie? The Gone in 60 Seconds, which was probably pretty good.
I like
that was like 2000.
Yeah.
That was like 99. I don't even know, dude. That was a long time ago.
And Con Air is always a
Con
favorite
Air.
of mine.
90s.
Raising Arizona is super good. With,
I've not seen that one, but I would like to.
He did that one.
I just watched a Nicolas Cage movie.
He hasn't had a movie recently, I feel like.
Maybe he's...
What was that last one?
That was an act. I remember hearing stories about Nicolas Cage about how he went bankrupt because he spent all his money on like his like tomb, he bought like some.
You were telling me about this. He bought some house or something in Europe that he never even like went to. Well, he never has been to.
It, like for his like grave, like not a tomb, but like a what is that called? Like a monument? What is that called?
Crypt.
But he spent apparently all this money on this big thing. It's just like. But you know what? I kind of heard that he's pretty cool too. He seems like a weird out there guy. But yeah, Nicolas Cage. Yeah, I mean that's another actor that is just so.
I heard a story about him. I guess I want to say it's in like Houston maybe, Austin maybe, but they have like a 24-hour like Nicolas Cage movie festival every year, where it's just like his movies for 24 hours, in like one theater. But then like they would always invite him every year. And he never showed up. And finally he showed up.
Yeah.
Like surprised everyone and like showed up to and he like sat there and watched like
That's
a couple
hilarious.
movies and stuff.
That gives a winning idea. Let's have a Keanu Day.
Keanu
N.K.R.
Fest.
Day. We'll have an actual N.K.R. Day. We'll rent out a theater. We'll make it a yearly thing. And at some point, the man's going to show
Storm
up.
on Hollywood Theater.
Storm on Hollywood
Let's
Theater.
do it.
Pittsburgh,
Keanu.
PA. 15216.
We're doing it.
If you're listening.
We're planning it right now.
We're planning N.K.R.D. officially happening. That'd be great. I would go to a Keanu Reeves marathon.
Oh yeah.
Pick the good ones, man. Speed, Bill and Ted.
Pick the good ones or all good.
Ooh, true.
If you were a real fan, that's
He
what
is,
you would have said.
I mean, I feel like he attracts like a lot of different fan bases too. You know, like he's got his sports movies. You got your sci-fi, action. You got a few I don't know what's called them. Rom-droms.
Yeah.
Rom-coms.
We should have a Keanu Reeves themed party.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Dress up as your favorite.
Yeah.
Keanu.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. So.
Who are you? I'm Dak. Who are you? I'm Hank. Who are you? I'm John.
Who are you? I'm Jack.
Jack too.
I'm John too.
I'm John Rain. I'm John Rain.
So okay. If there was a Keanu Reeves party, Liz, you go first. What character of Keanu? I know you're a female, but you get down with that.
I mean, I would say Trinity because if he showed up,
No, you had to
maybe
be a
he'd kiss
Keanu
me.
character
Oh.
though. Yeah, so I know.
Oh no,
I
that's
don't
pretty
know,
good though.
no.
Like if you need, yeah.
But I guess Trinity because if it's associated. All right, we roll with
That's
that.
his move. I mean,
Those two are kind of like.
yeah. If I'm like, I'm
Yeah, like
Trinity.
what does that mean, right? You can't see this at home, listeners, but.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
Well, all right, I get that. That's a good answer. Turnburn. What do you
Who would I
think?
be?
What do you think, businessman? Biz.
That's a tough one. It's. I feel like everyone's probably gonna go. Everyone goes first to the Neo. Is a
Because they
Matrix.
want to wear the trench coat.
Yeah,
and glasses.
and that's like the good like costume.
Yeah.
Like, what do you wear? Like, if you're Jack from Speed.
That
might be still my favorite.
Buzz cut.
You think
Just
so?
like buzz it off.
Yeah, what would you wear though? A white T-shirt and pants?
Yeah.
And a buzz cut.
You what did he like?
Gum.
What did he
chew gum?
Yeah.
The whole time.
What did he wear? He has like a flannel in that, right?
I think it's like a white. I thought it was like a white.
It's like a T-shirt.
Like a white.
I mean,
T-shirt.
he's a cop, right? And so it's like at first he's kind of in that suit, like kind of like a SWAT team type of suit.
Yeah.
So you could always do that.
I would probably want to be like, maybe, like Bill or Ted. Excuse me, he's Ted. He's not Bill. Ted from Bill and Ted.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, then you could wear like this
I know, but
font.
Like,
I'm saying it does.
That's a hard one. Like costume
That is hard,
wise, like
maybe
Jack from Speed's probably not a great costume.
Dracula. Give me some of those muffin shoulders and stuff. Whatever he was wearing, those old English.
Yeah.
You could dress up as a football player.
Football player from Replacements. Okay, that but it's a winning idea. We should have an N.K.R.D.
I think we should.
But that's good.
That's
a good point though. Like, there's a lot out there.
There's too many, man. I mean,
90 movies.
I think we should do it. We should start. I'm so serious. Start an event. And pick a day and see who wants to come. Whoever's a fan, and we'll make a big post on like Instagram.
It's gonna be the three of us.
Yeah.
And every time Turner and I are on a job on a set or something, we always try to get an N.K.R.D. and it seems like it always just ends with just us two in the corner.
So sad.
Crying about.
That's what like. Do you think people are like as big of fans?
I don't know.
How could you not be?
It's I think he just seems like a fun actor to be a fan of.
Yeah.
It's not like
doesn't like take himself too seriously.
Yeah, it's not like okay, Tom Hanks or whoever. Everyone loves that, but Keanu is just such a unique, like hit or miss kind of interesting actor that he's definitely one of my favorites, man. I mean, if I had a list of people to work with, for sure he's up there, man. He's gotta be.
Yeah.
Fuck, maybe he's number one. I don't know.
Maybe he can't make it to our party. Maybe he'll like send us video. Chat.
Sweet.
What if he showed up dressed up for the party as a Keanu Reeves character?
He looks just like him. Holy
like
shit!
It's me.
Oh, can you imagine?
I heard about your party.
He'll wear a Keanu Reeves mask, take it off.
Keanu.
Were the you ever see Point Break?
Oh yeah.
They wear like this president's mask.
Yeah.
Have him come in. You always dress up as that, I guess, because isn't he at some point? Because that's kind of more. That's
he
kind
gets
of
like. He gets like co-opted into the game.
I gotta rewatch that. I know they remade that movie, which seemed like
it was so bad.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
This is like one of those. Do you ever have that where you're just like you get bored like looking for something to watch, and so like the first thing you see, like if it's on demand or something, or Netflix, whatever, and like the first one you see, you're like, okay, whatever. I'm just tired of like scrolling through stuff at this point.
And you put that on.
That's what happened.
Fuck, dude.
It's bad.
I can't imagine. Yeah, dude. Like, why remake that? It makes no sense. Like, what? Like, and it didn't even look. I don't know. Was it the same character name, like Johnny Utah and stuff, and all that, or did they just completely?
The guy's name, like Patrick Swayze, in the new one, his name was Brody again, right? That was his name from the first one. Yeah.
I don't know. I actually really don't know Point Break.
There was no like Gary Busey character, which was upsetting.
Yeah, I met Gary Busey.
What? Did you?
Yeah.
Tell your story.
Well, it's here's an art. So there was this convention in Florida called Spooky Empire. It's like a great, awesome horror convention. They always have these big names. But the one year they had Jake Busey, his son, and Gary Busey. All right, cool.
Jake Busey of Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers and
an enemy
Tomcats
cannot press a button if you disable his hand.
But basically, this isn't like that good a story, but like, after, the cool thing about the convention, I mean, it kept getting bigger and bigger, but the first couple years, they have like pool parties, because you're in Florida, and it's at a hotel, and they would have, after party at the pool, at the bar, at the pool, and when we started going to these, like, they weren't as massive as they were now, so you would be at the bar, and you'd be like, there's that person. It was almost kind of cool. Like, yeah, it was like a horror. Out there too. Yeah, they'll be hanging out. And the one year, and it started getting bigger and bigger. The one year, the Busey dudes were there. And long story short, I saw Gary Busey's ass. Because he was walking around in these, like, sweatpants, all, like, fucked up, walking around. And he passed us, and I guess he went to scratch his leg. His pants came right down. I'm like, that's a Busey ass right in my fucking face. Brushed against my sandwich.
Whoa, wait. Long story short. That's a story that...
Is that a good story?
Wait, well, what happened, though? Why did he...
he was, I don't know. He was just,
Oh, I thought like he did it like.
no, that was
He did it because of something you did or something. Like, Gary, show me your ass.
Show me your ass, dude.
Yeah.
No, I guess that's what I'm saying. It wasn't really the greatest
Yeah.
story, but yeah, I guess I'm privileged to say I did see some Busey ass.
God.
Gary
That's
Busey, and he's
incredible.
little. He's a little dude. He's not like
Really?
Yeah, I remember thinking
I
like
thought
he
he
seems
was
like a
big.
little dude.
Like, yeah.
Like which most actors are. I mean, that's where they get you, man, because everyone looks big on a movie screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
If you're listening to this.
Oh,
sorry.
we're big Cruise. That's another one on the list, man. I'm a big Cruise fan. We're big Cruise fans in this household. Reeves and Cruise. Battle it off, battle it out. That's the movie
But,
right
like,
there.
the more I hear about Tom Cruise, the more I like him. I feel like I didn't work on.
Yeah, there's another thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
They filmed. I worked sort of. I was never there when they were filming, so I never got to see or meet the man himself, Tom Cruise. But I don't know. I mean, I heard mixed things about him too. I heard that. Well, one, he's insanely energetic. And I heard he was nice. He always showed up because he was like producer, and days he was off,
He'd show up still.
Would go, yeah.
he would go over to second unit and watch the second unit stuff. Like he was definitely hands on. Does his own stunts, which is pretty badass.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. And I just Tom Cruise is another one that, God, how many movies he's done. Between him and Keanu, they're just like movie stars, man. I mean, they've just done so much. So many starring roles between those two.
I always think of Risky Business as his like, that's like your first like image of Tom Cruise, but I feel like he had been working like before that.
We probably just like, just
I mean, they all have, I guess. Like, they all have stuff that they've done
It's
before.
funny you said that because, like Tom Cruise, you think, oh, his first thing was Risky Business.
Yeah.
Which it probably wasn't. But then you think Keanu Reeves, oh, his first thing was probably Bill and Ted, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
That's 5 years into a career of films that Keanu was in that he was in covers. I mean, looking at IMDb, he's done some of these covers. Has top billing in these movies all before Bill and Ted.
Well, yeah. Well, a lot of actors, like they're like, oh, I did this for 10 years before I got.
You got to get those things.
Yeah. But I don't know, guys. So one final question. We actually passed the hour mark. We did pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good,
Wow.
right? One final question. I think I know your answer, but what is your favorite Keanu movie? Liz, ladies first.
I mean, well, I didn't see John Wick, so I don't know. I guess the ones I've seen so far, I'll be typical and say The Matrix, because I do
That's
like
fine.
it.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. Turn burn.
I'm like,
Business.
I love The Matrix. But like, if you're talking like just a Keanu movie, it's probably Speed.
Yeah.
It's probably still
It's a tie
Speed.
between the two for me.
I think I might have to go with Speed as well. So we might have 3 Speeds in the house.
Oh, it's so good.
Speed is
It's
good.
just so
We're
good.
gonna have to put it on.
We haven't touched on Speed that much, I feel like.
I guess not, dude.
We'll have to do another. Just dedicated.
We'll get more Keanu talks in here. Like I said, we're gonna be doing a Bram Stoker's Dracula one soon. Maybe we could do a Speed one, but tonight we just want to talk about a little bit of his life, his career.
What a man.
He's just a hell of a man. So cheers. We'll hold up our beers and drinks. Cheers
Ching.
to Keanu.
And we're gonna get him to come to Pittsburgh and meet us.
And Keanu,
Please come to Pittsburgh.
We're gonna meet us.
We'll invest money in the billboard and the planes with the fucking things attached to it.
Come to Pittsburgh, Keanu.
You'll love it here.
You'll love it here, man. You'll love it here.
You can stay
It's laid back.
right in Brookline.
Yeah.
Stay here in Brookline, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
I never want to leave.
Any final words, guys?
Happy N.K.R.D.
Happy
Yeah.
N.K.R.D. And that was our first Wacko Radio episode about a specific person and first of many is the way I see it.
As Turner said before, Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Wacko Hall of Fame.
So,
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And alright, Keanu, I hope you're listening, and anyone else out there, make sure to like and subscribe, leave some comments. Let's get this shit done. Let's talk some Keanu, and let's have ourselves an N.K.R.D, man.
Happy N.K.R.D.
Happy N.K.R.D. See you guys.
1, 2,
Goodbye.
3.